Top 50 Truth Quotes About Life and Love. I'm selfish, impatient and a little insecure. I make mistakes, I am out of control and at times hard to handle. But if you can't handle me at my worst, then you sure as hell don't deserve me at my best. Marilyn Monroe. If you tell the truth, you don't have to remember anything. Mark Twain. When someone loves you, the way they talk about you is different. You feel safe and comfortable. Jess C. Scott. The reason I talk to myself is because I'm the only one whose answers I accept. George Carlin. The truth is rarely pure and never simple. Oscar Wilde. The truth. Dumbledore sighed. It is a beautiful and terrible thing, and should therefore be treated with great caution. J.K. Rowling. A lie can travel halfway around the world while the truth is putting on its shoes. Mark Twain. Never tell the truth to people who are not worthy of it. Mark Twain. Perhaps one did not want to be loved so much as to be understood. George Orwell. The truth will set you free, but first it will piss you off. Joe Kloss. When I despair, I remember that all through history the way of truth and love have always won. There have been tyrants and murderers, and for a time, they can seem invincible, but in the end, they always fall. Think of it always. Mahatma Gandhi. I am not pretty. I am not beautiful. I am as radiant as the sun. Suzanne Collins. Above all, don't lie to yourself. The man who lies to himself and listens to his own lie comes to a point that he cannot distinguish the truth within him, or around him, and so loses all respect for himself and for others. And having no respect he ceases to love. Fyodor Dostoevsky. Facts do not cease to exist because they are ignored. Aldous Huxley. I believe in everything until it's disproved. So I believe in fairies, the myths, dragons. It all exists, even if it's in your mind. Who's to say that dreams and nightmares aren't as real as the here and now? John Lennon. In a time of deceit, telling the truth is a revolutionary act. George Orwell. A thing is not necessarily true because a man dies for it. Oscar Wilde. Here's all you have to know about men and women. Women are crazy, men are stupid. And the main reason women are crazy is that men are stupid. George Carlin. Books are mirrors. You only see in them what you already have inside you. Carlos Ruiz Zafón. The unexamined life is not worth living. Socrates. Be mindful. Be grateful. Be positive. Be true. Be kind. Roy T. Bennett. Man is least himself when he talks in his own person. Give him a mask, and he will tell you the truth. Oscar Wilde. Men occasionally stumble over the truth, but most of them pick themselves up and hurry off as if nothing had happened. Winston S. Churchill. I lie to myself all the time. But I never believe me. S. E. Hinton. Never be afraid to raise your voice for honesty and truth and compassion against injustice and lying and greed. If people all over the world would do this, it would change the earth. William Faulkner. Truth is stranger than fiction, but it is because fiction is obliged to stick to possibilities. Truth isn't. Mark Twain. The truth does not change according to our ability to stomach it. Flannery O'Connor. The truth is, unless you let go, unless you forgive yourself, unless you forgive the situation, unless you realize that the situation is over, you cannot move forward. Steve Maraboli. Rather than love, than money, than fame, give me truth. Henry David Thoreau. The things you do for yourself are gone when you are gone, but the things you do for others remain as your legacy. Kalu Ndukwe Kalu. Tell the truth, or someone will tell it for you. Stephanie Klein. Art is the lie that enables us to realize the truth. Pablo Picasso. The best way to find out if you can trust somebody is to trust them. Ernest Hemingway. There are no facts, only interpretations. Friedrich Nietzsche. The most important kind of freedom is to be what you really are. You trade in your reality for a role. You trade in your sense for an act. You give up your ability to feel, and in exchange, put on a mask. There can't be any large-scale revolution until there's a personal revolution, on an individual level. It's got to happen inside first. Jim Morrison. It's enough for me to be sure that you and I exist at this moment. Gabriel Garcia Marquez. The more I see, the less I know for sure. John Lennon. All you have to do is write one true sentence. Write the truest sentence that you know. Ernest Hemingway. If you do not tell the truth about yourself, you cannot tell it about other people. Virginia Woolf. The beginning of love is the will to let those we love be perfectly themselves. The resolution not to twist them to fit our own image. If in loving them we do not love what they are, but only their potential likeness to ourselves, then we do not love them. We only love the reflection of ourselves we find in them. Thomas Merton. There are 3 types of lies, damn lies, and statistics. Benjamin Disraeli. The past has no power over the present moment. Eckhart Tolle. If you want to tell people the truth, make them laugh, otherwise they'll kill you. George Bernard Shaw. A truth that's told with bad intent beats all the lies you can invent. William Blake. Everything we hear is an opinion, not a fact. Everything we see is a perspective, not the truth. Marcus Aurelius. I have learned now that while those who speak about one's miseries usually hurt, those who keep silence hurt more. C.S. Lewis. No persons are more frequently wrong than those who will not admit they are wrong. François de la Rochefoucauld. Illegal aliens have always been a problem in the United States. Ask any Indian. Robert Orban. Thinking something does not make it true. Wanting something does not make it real. Michelle Hodkin. The truth will set you free, but not until it is finished with you. David Foster Wallace. Better a cruel truth than a comfortable delusion. Edward Abbey.